We now slide to our last speaker for today, bringing the operators. We have Jason Barry, who's the Vice President of Air Canada Cargo, our newest member to CAAM, joining us here today to give us insight as the lead national flight carrier here in Canada, what the future of aviation is going to look like with one of our largest operators around the planet. Jason, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thanks, JR. We're thrilled to be here with the other panelists, and we are a new member of CAAM, so it's great to jump right in.
And let's just take a look at this. We've been working at CAAM to bring that narrative, yes, from the advanced air mobility industry, but finding our operators to really showcase how this is going to turn from just a demonstration, research and development side into that operating model across Canada. What does Air Canada Cargo joining CAAM mean for the work that you're progressing on the cargo side and for the future of Air Canada here on the Canadian aspect?
Sure. I think when you look at CAAM and its ambition and its mission really is aligned with what we're trying to do. I love the faster and the cleaner together. That really matches well with what we're doing. And although we also have our goal is to have reach Air Canada's overall goal is to have zero emissions by 2050. And so we have to continue to look for new ways and means to get there. And it is a group thing. It has to be done together. We know that. We can't do this on our own. Our partners, airports, our customers, we're all in this together. And I think CAAM is a great area that we can start to work and learn, as mentioned, Lynette mentioned, from each other to continue to bring this to the forefront. This isn't new for us. We did start in 2019 a commercial agreement with Drone Delivery Canada. So on the air cargo side here at Air Canada, we believe in this industry. We know that it has a place, and we want to be involved and engaged, and not just with learning, but with the advocacy for this.
That's it. And you talk about these partnerships, Drone Delivery Canada being one of CAAM's members as well. It needs to be the taking and the learnings coming from the drone and RPAS industry that's going to unlock our future advanced air mobility side. And this is where having Air Canada Cargo on board is going to not only bring the existing operations, the connections with airports across the country, but what that pathway looks like going forward. So you mentioned, let's just, for the audience to make sure that we completely understand this commitment to the net zero emissions by 2050 is aligned with what we are progressing at CAAM and what Air Canada Cargo continues to expand upon. So we have that base understanding there too, Jason. What are you and Air Canada Cargo closely watching as this industry develops on the advanced air mobility side?
We really, regulatory piece is so huge for us. And I think we're very fortunate in Canada that we've had great partnerships with the regulatory agencies, and we are making extreme headways and great headways globally. Really, things are starting to wake up, but more needs to be done. The technology we know is there. The technology to deliver what we want to do and our missions, we believe is out there. It's now coordinating and partnering with the regulatory bodies to make sure that we can get these initiatives off the ground, no pun intended, to really get them out moving and happening, because we know the effort's been put in by the trades to put a safe and sustainable program in place. And now it's just us getting those handshakes and putting the actual physical, the infrastructure together with the regulatory piece to make it work as one.
That's it. And you take the regulatory side, we take the operations piece, and this is where we start tapping together in that sustainable business model beyond just the demonstration piece. So I'm curious, knowing that your expertise comes from that cargo background, what have you seen shifted with not only the introduction of the drone and RPAS technology, but what advanced air mobility can unlock as well?
I think it's complementary to the core business that we do, and oftentimes this is looked as a disruptor or a threat to today's industries or today's means and modes of transportation, and it's not. I see this as a highly complementary and, in fact, another tool in your toolbox. And I think it's something that we have to unlock and use and look at how it can actually blend with today's systems and the actual programs that we use. And I think oftentimes it's looked at as a standalone item, and it's really not. And I think we have to continue to raise awareness and make sure people understand that this is just another area we need to get to, and it may eventually become a larger piece. But right now, in the early stage, we need to be able to be comfortable with having this as a shared space and part of our programs and not a standalone. I think that's one of the things we miss sometimes, is that we think it's meant to be by itself, and it's not. I think it does fit very well with, you look at Vancouver's airports, as Lynette mentioned, all the ways that these things can link and work together. We don't always think of it like that. And I think we've got to help change the trade and get some things that are more thought-provoking on how does this integrate with what we're doing today, so we can ease into this and really get faster adoption.
That's it. And working in a silo is not going to give any success on the advanced air mobility side. The complete integration and building from existing technologies, existing operators, existing infrastructure has been our main focus, knowing that gives us the highest probability of success as we enter the market. So let's look forward a little bit here, Jason, on this side. Give us some insight on Air Canada Cargo's strategy moving forward on both the Canadian side, and as a lead Star Alliance member, how pulling insight globally from some of the other major airlines around the world, tapping into the cargo aspect that continues to be expansive, and ensuring that new technology is playing a role in there.
Sure. I think we're very lucky on the cargo side. I mean, COVID has been just affected our industry greatly, but there has been a bright spot, and it's been the importance of air cargo to the supply chain. And we've been able to really lever that to show that our importance to the industry and what we can do and what we can bring to aviation in general. I think as we look at what we're doing on our side at Air Canada, we're proud that we have been an early adopter of UAVs and trying to find a way to integrate those into the business we do. We also launched an e-commerce program in the midst of the pandemic, where we're utilizing belly space that would otherwise be not utilized, it would be open space to domestically move e-commerce products to and from all over. And when you look at trying to reduce your carbon footprint, and rather than taking the current traditional hub and spoke model of an overnight express delivery program where you order your package and it goes to a hub, our e-commerce program has taken an airplane that was going to fly passengers already, using that space. And I think it's just another way that we can innovate and help reduce our carbon footprint, but also still keep the supply chain moving with existing infrastructure that's there. This is, again, how I meant this complementary piece. We have to think, how can we use every part that we have available to us to really work towards that ultimate goal of net zero emissions.
That's it. And continue to build upon, as you said, the existing operations. That's the key point there. So as we move from the corporate side to, what's one thing that you think needs to be addressed within the next 12 months before we can have that advanced air mobility really come to fruition in Canada?
I think we're on the right path, and I think it continues to be awareness. And this is why we joined CAAM. And I think it's important that we be strong advocates for this space. And as I mentioned, we have to eliminate this thought that this is a threat to the existing infrastructure and trade. It is not. And I think that's a big part that I see us doing, is continuing to raise awareness, be advocates for this field, because it is not a threat as much as it's the future, and it's a part that we have to embrace and begin to integrate within our systems today.
And as well, to build upon the importance, the policy aspect needs to continue to progress as well. This is not just a siloed approach. We have many parallel paths moving forward that need to meet in the future for these business models to become reality. And you saw from Lynette's side at YVR the importance of the airport infrastructure, working with operators. Give us the insight from Air Canada Cargo's perspective on how the operators continue to work with the airports that Air Canada Cargo serves on ensuring that there's an equal amount of innovation from the airport side.
This is as I mentioned, a great opportunity. We are investing in our facilities. We know that we have to find ways to make our facilities more clean and efficient and productive. And the airports, and we're fortunate to have partners like Lynette that are willing to engage and discuss ideas and be creative. We only have so much space, and for me, every square foot of floor space in a warehouse, we have to find the most efficient way to use that. And if that's looking at a new green technology or drones or other ways to really manage the space as best as we can, we need to be looking at that. And so I would ask and challenge our airport partners that to continue to challenge us, but also we appreciate looking at new ideas and being creative. The aviation industry, we've been doing this the same way for a long time. And I think part of our job is to continue to look at how we can use our space and our assets most efficiently and effectively as possible.
That's it. And so as we move from the corporate side, Jason, you have a wealth of experience in the Pacific Northwest throughout North America, expanding to Canada-wide. You give us something that you're excited for in the next 12 months for this industry to develop on the Canadian aspect.
I'm excited to continue to see new routes and lanes. And as we've worked, we just announced a new Drone Delivery Canada announced an extension with DSV and a freight forwarding arm, and we've used suburbs. We've gone to the suburbs. We need to continue to penetrate into help supporting the First Nations and also getting into the urban space and having our delivery UAVs getting out there and being comfortable with seeing those above your head. I think that's the next piece that we want to see is get some additional routes, start to continue to penetrate the market and use this to integrate with our existing business to find better ways to deliver, our packages from place to place.
Excellent, excellent. And if you had to give one ask to our audience members here today, what does Air Canada Cargo need from the industry for the success in the next 12 months going forward?
It's a great question. I think we want to continue to try to find solutions. I think as Lynette also mentioned, we are the problem. We have the problems. I think for us, we want to know about those problems as well. How can we help? What can we do? Our team, we have a drone strategy team at Air Canada that is constantly looking at ways that we can help support the trade and other industries. And I think just air cargo by itself is one piece of this. And so for me, as I say, if you're not sure if we might fit, please reach out. We want to also help be part of the solution.
That's it. And the continued partnerships that Air Canada Cargo expands upon both domestically and those opportunities as they grow internationally. This is the collaboration and the leadership that our national flight carrier is taking on the Canadian side. So those conversations are going to expand, Jason. And we know not only from the airport connections, the local operations here in Canada, but just being a part of the conversation at the table. This is what it means to be committed to a future vision.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's exciting. We're thrilled to be part of it.
And just to bring importance, so for all of our audience members here today, to be able to connect with Air Canada, they have an incredible LinkedIn team that continues to post not only the insight, the overview of where Air Canada Cargo is progressing in this space. So make sure to follow them. And of course, welcoming Air Canada Cargo as a member into CAAM is only going to give that further motivation and further vision going forward. So Jason, on behalf of everyone, thank you for taking the time. Welcome to the CAAM ecosystem, and we look forward to many conversations coming from here.
Thanks, JR.
Excellent. And so that was our last speaker on the overall Fireside Chats, bringing the insight from our research and development organization and federal agency of the National Research Council, YVR, Vancouver International Airport, from the existing infrastructure side, and of course, our flagship carrier here in Canada, Air Canada Cargo. This is giving insight to what we're trying to progress at CAAM of holding space for these different stakeholders to come together, pitch problems, solutions, and have CAAM act as a catalyst to create the opportunities en route to those revenue generating operations in this future advanced air mobility space. From all of us here, we wanted to make sure that we did leave with some next steps. So we do have our exclusive CAAM members event that's scheduled for July 22nd that CAAM members will be receiving the invite to within the next week. We do want to bring attention once again to our upcoming Uplift Series event, the LGBTQ+ series that will be hosted on August 19th. But critically, as an invitation to everyone here today, this industry needs your voice. We know that innovation alone does not build a better world. It takes collaboration and insight from all voices together. That is what we extend the invitation here today, and that's what we want to continue to do going forward. From the CAAM team, please feel free to connect with us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, or reach out to the email linked here on the slide. But we want to ensure from all of our team here today Your attendance and your presence here is what's giving this motivation and the commitment to the future of aviation in Canada. Thank you all for attending. Have a great rest of your day and a great start to the weekend. Appreciate the time and insight. Have a great one. Take care.